can you hear me properly?
Yep, loud and
Okay.
clear.
All right.
How you been, man?
Uh, I don't know. It's been like a little roller coaster.
What's up?
A lot of work. Um, Still getting used to the computer and a lot of time constraints.
Yeah, how is the PC, by the way? I see that you're finally on the grind. Did your first ever, I think, stream. No, it wasn't chopped.
Well, the stream went really well. It was really consistent for some reason, even though right before I was making horrible progress, but maybe it was just a stream buff.
Yeah, like I was surprised to see a documentary person go out of nowhere, just first live stream in like a year, and first thing you do is quantum processing. I'm like, I'm like, yo, you went from y- Minecraft Pocket. Wait, you used to stream Minecraft Pocket Edition. Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh!
used to.
Oh my gosh! I'm a bad person. How the hell did I not see this? Damn, you were cracked. God damn.
Uh, Dude, I was playing on my phone before.
Yeah, you were like
Oh wait,
you were like one of the most known like mobile editors that went
I
from Minecraft Pocket Edition to doing jumps there. How was it making that transition? Like you've
dude.
played Minecraft Pocket Edition for so long.
So I was doing that for the longest time. It's just that over the course of a few years doing that, I was so demotivated to continue that sort of content. And even though I had a lot of fun, I've met a lot of great people. I've spoken and had the opportunity to be a part of some big Minecraft YouTubers like in the Bedrock community, there's a specific YouTuber named Evident,
Yep.
who's arguably the biggest Bedrock YouTuber, like content creator. I had a few opportunities to record with him, some other YouTubers named Danny's the Bomb, and even some Java YouTubers like Jonah and RKY. I've had those
Ooh,
opportunities,
that is
but
sick.
it is really cool. It's just the fact that I wasn't having as much fun as I used to because at the time I was so devoted to originality than worrying about quality because I was just a phone user. But I made what I could and I left my mark.
What was your first like viral video from like Pocket Edition that you kind of were surprised that it went as big as it did?
Okay, I need to look because I forgot the title.
Because
I need to.
because I am looking at these like videos, and there are some videos that barely crack 1,000 views, but there's one that I found that it has the most amount of views. Is how to combo on Minecraft Mobile MC PvP tutorial, and there's
Okay, that one.
188,000 views.
Yeah, so that one I didn't expect it to do that well, even though tutorials themselves do. But my personal thing would be, what's it called? I never expected the mobile pro versus the best new controls mobile player to do so well because that was the first video that actually got my name out there.
Were you doing all your thumbnails by yourself? Because they look very
No,
impressive. No?
I always had someone else to do. Even now, I've always had someone else to do it. Sometimes they were just from a friend. Sometimes I've had to pay for them.
I mean, these thumbnails look very professional, even though like you were more or less calling a nobody back then. It's still kind of surprising just how much influence and how much you've done in the MCP. But the most interesting change is you went from Goodbye Minecraft to the race to beat Tidal Wave. How was it making one of your biggest videos?
Okay,
Did you
so
expect it to kind of be this big and was it really like the only like one man type?
dude, absolutely not. When I first made that switch, because when I made the switch, It
Mm,
was super sudden. It was an idea that I had over the course of a few months, but it took, I think, a week to fully prepare myself because there was a video right before the Goodbye Minecraft one
yeah,
where it was called I Fought a Player from Every Continent, which was a what's it called? It was like the same concept to a video I did before that was original and it did perform very well, but this time I wanted to, you know, devote more editing, have a lot more creativity with it, but it didn't do as well as I thought it would, perform. So when I made the Goodbye Minecraft video, I realized like if I'm gonna have to transition, I'm gonna have to start off with a recent and stellar concept. So I went to the race to be tidal wave, and when I edited the first minute, I was showing a few friends. I showed it to my girlfriend. Some of them said that it looked really good, and I thought it looked really good, but I wasn't in full effect to changing. I didn't make the final decision. So when I realized, oh my god, I could actually do it, I started editing the tidal wave video and the goodbye Minecraft video at the same time, which it was a hard thing to do, but in the end, it was worth it.
yeah, because you kind of have to make a change for the better.
Yeah.
So when they were making like all these huge topic videos, were you still editing on your phone? Like all of these?
Yep. Yep. Even my most recent video, I've edited on my phone.
No way. What video you've uploaded? 4, 8, 12, 14 Geometry videos.
Yep.
Name me your top 5 favorite.
Out of the Geometry Dash videos or just in general?
The Geometry videos. I'm gonna make a hard decision where you have to pick one of your. You have to pick 5 of your babies out of 14.
Okay. So, okay. A lot of people assume that my most popular videos would be my favorite ones. Surprisingly, they're not. I like the tidal wave video. I'd probably put that at number 5. But I kind of don't like the history of the best Geometry Dash players video.
Why not?
Because as much it's because I was so new to the community. Like I've been to the community for like a while, but I didn't fully
Yeah.
understand it even early between that time. So I've looked through a lot of the comments. I saw a lot of critiques. I didn't do that much research as to how I wanted it to be. Like the execution was really good, but the actual process wasn't that devoted.
Yeah.
So I even to now, I was like, you know what, I need to start focusing on actual like research instead of just assumptions from memory and all that. So that's not gonna be up there. Number 4 would probably have to be Geometry Dash's Forgotten Difficulty. Because this one, I think I was one of the few people to uh, address the issue because a few of the creators in the community, even a few of my friends, experienced the exact same thing where auto levels weren't even being rated anymore. It was like once a week. So that was one that I actually had a lot of fun. The third one, I'd probably say the the undeserved rise of Geometry Dash shorts.
I
I
mean,
still stand by everything I say in that video.
yeah.
And
I have pretty much almost the same critique. Is it's good for the bag, but long term it is a more like a brand risk. Like
yeah.
if you fall off, you just fall off. Making a comeback is hard enough.
Yeah, it's really not worth it. Some people ask me why I didn't do that, but that's just why why lose your respect just for temporary gain? That's the one thing I always have in my mind. But if I had to say for number 2 in my favorite, 100% will have to be the Geometry Dash player who broke the internet.
Yeah,
Because
spot.
that one I had actually reached out to Blee and he was willing to help me with my script and told me some information that not the public didn't really know. So it was pretty much a privilege, and I had a lot of fun making that video in the process. And at the time, it was my longest video.
I mean,
And
in a way,
for number one, yeah.
I was gonna give you a compliment of your voice doesn't sound so off of when when you were documenting. Damn, I can't say the word. When you were making the documentaries, I feel like I'm listening and watching a documentary as it's happening, which is something that I've only experienced once, which was with Fresh Like Water, where when he was
Okay,
speaking,
yeah.
I could not like being in a call with him was surreal, but it also felt like he was telling a story while literally not talking about a story.
Oh my god. Dude, I have two different voices. I have my real life, I try to say that I have two different voices. In reality, it's just the same. I'm
Arben,
so monotone with everything, and I don't know why.
so we're basically gonna get a second voice reveal before the next video, huh?
Maybe. Like you mentioned in DMs, the ASMR thing, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, if you do ever go back to the ASMR thing, I mean, I'd be down.
No,
Listen.
I am not doing ASMR. I can guarantee you that. But anyways, my number one favorite video, and this is like the most I've ever put into a video, the history of Geometry Dash's impossible levels. That one, I felt like I was making it in a studio when that was the at that point, I realized that the editing app I was using at the time, like KineMaster,
Yeah.
it had just gotten an update that I've been waiting for years.
Wait,
So I
so
utilized that. If I had to remember what it was what's it called? It's like a specific keyframe that
yeah.
I've been waiting, and utilized a lot of it that most PC users use. So I try to
Was
put
it
that in perspective on a phone.
was it key framing or was it different framing?
It's basically keyframing a how do I say it? An image in itself, except for a background.
Oh, yeah,
At
yeah,
the
yeah.
time,
Gotcha,
it
gotcha,
used to
gotcha.
be only a background, and that's it. But this time, you could adjust it any way that you want, and that's what I've always wanted.
You know, you're like a very loyal kind master user. Like, was it like the
I feel
is
bad that I'm leaving it.
what are you gonna use Adobe Premiere Pro?
Nope. I bought DaVinci Resolve Studio.
Oh, so you're switching from your baby to a grown up.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, leaving your baby kind of sucks, but it has to be done.
It's like I've switched to
Mhm.
three different edit or no, like two editing apps and then to an editing software.
Give me like a basic rundown of your logo, the Minecraft skin, and Wrongway98. Why is it 98? Is there like a 98 reason why you went the wrong way? Is it gonna be 99 soon?
Dude, a lot of people keep making fun of my name, but it's honestly funny. But there's not really any lore to my name. I explained this in a video when I reached 300 subscribers. My name was a random generated name from Pokemon Go that my brother gave me access to his account. And I stuck with that name, but I realized if I switch the numbers, it kind of rhymes. And that's basically the entire lore.
So the only reason that you're known in Minecraft and GD community is because of a random generated name in Pokemon.
Yep, Pokemon Go is the goat.
Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. And what about like the profile picture, the skin? Like any inspiration why it is like that?
So I always kept this profile picture because there used to be an admin in my server that used to be active every single time. I always chat with them. And when I think I reached around 3,000 subscribers or less, she made fan arts of me, and it was really cool, and I used it as a profile picture at the time. But I never wanted to recommission it because by the time that I was thinking about it, the person who made the fan arts was never active on Discord again.
The fact that you got 81% on mobile on quantum processing is still mind-boggling to me. How? Like,
Dude, I got it twice.
you've beaten so many extreme demons on mobile. Just give me like how? Are you using like a 120 hertz phone, or are you on a 60?
Okay, so I I hate the word technically for this, but I have to say I technically beat hypersonic on 60 hertz on my first
Uh
phone
huh.
because I got like 93% 4 times. So at this point, I beat it, even though I didn't. But when I switched to 120 hertz on a new phone, that's when I started beating extreme demons. So I beat hypersonic, then cataclysm, and then red world, acu, deception dive, all of that stuff. But the hardest, I don't know how to properly explain it. When you when you get a better device, you get a higher refresh rates. The skill boost is like instantaneous. Like even now I'm still
Yep.
adjusting and I feel better every day. But on 60 hertz, I only was ever close to beating one extreme demon, which was hypersonic at the time. But I could just never get there because it was the inputs were so inconsistent. But on 120 hertz, it was almost perfectly fine. So it felt a lot more right, and it's
Yeah.
just better to play. That's pretty much it.
So with now the switch to PC, like, what's the plan? Like, are you gonna increase your videos quality higher and higher and higher with every single new one of your videos?
100%. Absolutely, man. Because like I've always cared about quality instead of quantity, and that's what I'm trying to experiment with. Like right now, I have 30 seconds into my next video, but it is so difficult to try to find everything that I need. I'm still adjusting right
30
now.
seconds and it's almost been a month since you uploaded.
I know,
That is ooh. So if
dude.
we go on a
It is bad.
every 2 month upload schedule, 30 seconds would be, we'd have to wait like 2 years, I guess.
Well, no, it's because I'm still adjusting to this because there is so many more things that I've never even heard of. So like I didn't get the PC until like 2 weeks ago, but I didn't get DaVinci Resolve until like last week. So if I had a guess, my next video might be uploaded until like the middle or end of September.
You guys heard it here first. For the only 10 people that watch every single one of these, we know how it is, boy. It's so funny that there, not including Lake, there was somebody else that I interviewed,
Yeah.
and there were like multiple Reddit posts asking where they've been, have they died? I don't
Wait,
know. I don't know.
who exactly was it?
It
Wait,
was
was it Roadbos?
no. I haven't. I can't even get in contact with him, bro. That's like asking a bit too much. So I forgot who the second person was, but Lake had like 15 to 17 different Reddit posts made on him asking if he's dead or like he's gonna make a return.
I mean, I saw he made a community post not too long ago,
Yeah,
so I don't know if
he does make them a lot. He's just
okay.
he's gonna release a new video in like a month or two, depending
That's the
because
thing. Like, I know he's been working on like I think he has like a second channel or multiple different
yeah,
channels. He's been working on those.
he he wants to go back to GD because the one that he was making about like all like the IRL stuff, all like the political stuff, it didn't
Yeah.
hit with him because he even though he's very invested into it, it's not something he had a passion for. So he's gonna come back to Lake, which it's kind of funny because when people ask me if I know when he's gonna come back, I don't. Same thing with whenever I talk to somebody. Like there were out of the 8 people I've interviewed, all 8 had like a satisfaction rate of 10. But also
8 of 10.
all 8 of them. Well, let's be completely honest. Screw this wrong way thingy. Talk about yourself. Talk about what you up to. What's the stuff you've been doing? What do you do? Do you have a hobby? All the kind of stuff.
Okay, so about me, uh, I I don't know how to probably even explain myself. I'm a person that doesn't like talking to people that much because I'm so isolated, even though I'm very social. Like I used to be very nervous to talk to people. It's just I've always had this like this philosophy because I've seen this thrown around whenever I'm on the internet. The more friends you have, the more drama and problems it will cause, which always stuck by me because the more isolated and the more independent I've become, the more I realize I can't blame my problems to other people because I did it myself. But I feel like the more I invest in my own needs and my commitment, the more passion that I'll have for myself and the more I'll enjoy what I do. But about myself, uh I'm a very standard guy.
I mean, hey, listen,
Um
I push you out of your I push you out of your comfort zone. Even if, let's say, for example, even if you just said like delaying because you were too scared to talk, I would have understood if that was the excuse. Stuff happens, it's fine, it's whatever. But it would make a million percent funnier if you just delayed it for as long as possible because you were scared that I was gonna straight up back to back to back to back to back questions, like pushing you, pressing you.
no, I honestly don't mind. It's just the fact that when I was 16 years old, I was so nervous. I was so antisocial.
Same.
I couldn't even say hi to a random stranger
Yep.
or even excuse me.
Yep.
But at the same time, like not many people know this, but I work like okay, yeah, no, that's a slur to some people. People hates the J word,
Wait,
apparently.
wait, no way. You have a job.
I have a J word.
You work at Yale.
I have a J word and I
Wait,
do the W word.
so you just have a J and a W letter in your like room? That's kind of mad crazy, not gonna lie.
No. So it's not no, I actually go out and do work. Like I mentioned to you before.
Yeah.
I've worked like around 5, 6, or sometimes even 7. I had to do it this week. I had to work 7 times a week, and I that puts a lot of time away from me doing my own things. But the more that I keep working, it gives me more opportunities to invest things for YouTube, invest for things for my future. And even though I love editing, I don't want to rush it. At least not yet. Because editing is my hobby. That's the one thing I love doing. But playing games in general, I mainly ever just play Geometry Dash, Minecraft, and a very, very little amount of Stardew Valley. That's pretty much my entire online life.
I mean that is nice. I mean, at least you're doing something positive because it's rare to hear that people would actually be down to do this type of stuff or like actually have a real life job. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's always nice learning more about people because a lot
Yeah.
with when you said the more friends you have, the more problems and drama. I kind of do agree to it to an extent because sometimes it is nice to be lonely, but it's sometimes good and very interesting to have company.
See, like my company is not that interesting.
Oh,
So I know myself. I'm not very interesting to talk to because
Why?
A lot of people don't need to know about my business, but my mental health is really good. I've never had like depression. I've had so many horrible moments in my life, a lot of uh things that have brought me down, but it hasn't stopped anything I've done in any sort of duration. So,
I
I've
mean,
always kept myself happy and entertained.
you still gotta look at it the same way. Is you can't call yourself boring because no matter what you do, there's always gonna be people that are interested in what you do. Cause you probably do read comments because I see you liking some of them, but that's like
Yeah.
very rare occasion. A lot of people want to know like more about you, more like what you do outside of stuff like making documentaries every 2 to 3 months. Like they are invested and interested, not because you're like, hey, upload once every 2 3 months, watch one video, and then forget that you exist for God knows how long. But even with your stream,
So
your stream of doing quantum has, I think, at the moment been one of the one times where I sat down and I just wrote down notes, just looking at what people talking about. Because I know
yeah.
for a fact damn, ignored half the chat because first time PC streaming makes sense, nobody's problem.
Well, I didn't purposely try to ignore it. I wanted to look as much as I can, but it's because my first time ever streaming in like years. I am a lot bigger than what I used to be when I was doing Minecraft content. It is very hard to look at the chat sometimes,
Yeah,
especially if you're supposed to be invested to complete something.
yeah.
So I've always questioned like, oh, why aren't these streamers looking at the chat? Bro, now I understand. Even if it wasn't even that much. Like I saw there was like 30 people in chat the most, but it's so hard to look back and not distract yourself.
30,
I
yeah.
know that's what Doggy and like Trick pop off experience when they're looking away even for a few seconds, they lose consistency. But
I mean, like if you look
I
at
kind of
their chats are kind of absolute
yeah.
dookie, the absolute dookie, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even
I
know
think
how.
yeah.
Like, how are you so invested looking at doggy chat? Have you seen the stuff that they say in doggy chat? Mad lad,
Oh
bro.
yeah, I never chatted. I never.
I mean,
Sometimes I don't know if people know this. Sometimes I do the timestamps on Doggy streams because I like watching Doggy stream as well as Trick and Pop Off. Sometimes Zoink as well, but he doesn't stream as much as they do.
he streams on Twitch more, so in a way, it's kind of like, hey, look,
Yeah, I don't
win-win
have
lose lose.
Twitch. I don't have Twitch. But eh, it's different territory and it's
Yeah,
just not my cup of tea.
but what is your cup of tea? You know,
I really don't know.
what do you
So
mean you don't
okay,
know? What do you mean you
a
don't
lot of
know?
people it's the fact that like yes, I love Geometry Dash, but I don't watch that many videos of it. Like I watch a few of obviously the best creators, some of my friends, some ideas that sound super interesting, like any Sputnik's video. But other than that, I just don't watch. And a lot of people critique me for that.
I mean, the
Um,
GD community is gonna critique anything and anybody because no matter what you do, like Lake doesn't know much about the game. All he gets his information from people and like minimum playing from the game, but he barely plays the game. It's like the he is mind blocked by the fact that he can't make like full on like Matmart type stuff because Matmart has been
yeah,
there and still is there. He knows everything from every goddamn side. I did have a talk to him. He's very smart. I will say 100%, as he said, he thinks he's
100.
egotistical and his ego gets a lot in the way when talking to anybody because, like, his perspective of he's better, he's been here, he does this. In a way, it's true, but in a way, it's he rarely puts somebody above him, which is kind of
Yeah.
is a bad mentality. But I do respect the guy. I mean, smartest motherfucker I know in this community, ATM.
See, the thing about me is that I told this to some of my closest friends and even my family. I will never associate myself with an egotistical person. Like I don't know Matt Marr that well. I've spoken to him from time to time, but uh, there's a difference between publicly announcing that you're a big influencer, you are more important than anybody else. That I'll never associate myself with. Sometimes it can be accidental because statistically it is true, but there's no need to just say, "Oh, my biggest video is just 700,000 subscribers." It's like that's just not that much to what I normally get. I should get a lot more. I put so much time into this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Like no one likes that person.
I mean, in a way, I whenever people talk about like always being around big people, I'm always like, in a way, I'm like this. The fact that there's nobody smaller than me that I've interviewed so far is mad ridiculous, bro. I can like even everyone's like a small person just does not want to sit. They just don't want to talk, and I'm just like, I understand you're still growing, but like, let me have a conversation with you. I want to know more about you. Like fan of you, watch the stuff. Like, you kind of have to find like a mix between you watch this person, you're a fan, but you also have to have like a normal friendship. You can't just be friends because he has a huge status. I don't care about
Yeah.
status. Like, good for you. You have status. One community post you can make somebody go from 0 subscribers to -1 subscribers. You can make them lose a subscriber out of nowhere. Boom.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's why a lot of people asked if I do collabs. I really don't because a lot of people that I do meet in a personal sense, like if they're really huge YouTubers, if they're very small, no matter what, you will find horrible people. And I don't like that. I really don't. Even when I was doing Minecraft content, I was like, "Oh, I want to do this thing with some of the biggest YouTubers." But when you actually meet them, they're a completely different person.
yeah, 100%.
Like I'm always going to be myself. I'm very monotone. I'm very indistinguishable to my real life compared to what people know on me online.
So I
I
want
don't know.
I like asking this question to everybody, but
Yep.
what was your first reaction to when I first DM'd you about like doing an interview?
Oh, I need to look back on it.
Because it's an interesting question that I like talking about and asking, because I rarely like revealing who I'm gonna interview, because the first thing they always assume is, oh, you gotta keep my questions, and most of their questions is just the same, the dookiest thing of all time. And I have first-hand experience with it, which is why I try to never reveal to a majority of people. I mean, maybe close friends, close people, but that's only because I know that they're going to try and get me to ask, this, that, like all the kind of stuff. Like, do you have a girlfriend? The answer was answered even if I didn't ask about it. It was answered.
Yeah, like I when I first saw your comment, I honestly did not mind because like I didn't get notified on it. Like sometimes I check the message requests,
Message
and
request.
right now the message request is stuck at 11 messages.
Wait, so I was on your
But
message
most
request.
of these, yeah, I don't know why,
Oh, I didn't know.
but
I didn't know you have message requests, because when I message somebody with message requests, it usually says I'm put in a queue. But for you, it just didn't show. It just was like a straight message.
yeah, I don't
Oh,
know why I
maybe
was
maybe
receiving
because
message
maybe
requests.
because you have sketchy like settings turned on to just like filter out sketchy messages. That's why.
But yeah, you were on my message request because for the longest time it was stuck on 11 different messages. Some people just trying to promote their own Discord servers. Some people asking for a what's it called? Some of them just say I don't know how to properly say it.
Like channels advertise stuff, like trying to say stupid stuff, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, kind of stupid stuff.
So basically, out of those 11 people, I was the second 12th person, and you went and accepted my
Yeah.
DM. I
Yeah,
feel
because like when I saw that there was 12 messages, I was like, oh, a new person, and I checked the message every single time. But when I saw you, I was like, hold on, I'm in the middle of my shift, but I'm gonna reach back out to you because like I never use my phone when I'm working, but when it's not busy, I check from time to time on Discord. That's when I first saw your message, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool. I'll reach out to him," because I've done this for the longest time, even back then when I was doing Minecraft content. A lot of people who are not as known or who are just trying to have a good time, a real serious and genuine conversation or just activity, they are the most real people compared to more known associates. Like if I didn't know anything about you, we would just talk like a person to person, not like business wise, just casual, have a good time, and you know what I mean. It's like talking to a friend, but you try to get to know them, and I've done that for the longest time. So it's I don't know, it's kind of fun.
I actually I feel very honored. I mean,
I don't
I, I
know what to
mean,
say. There.
I mean, I usually get DMs ignored, or like someone just saying like, "Hell no." I mean, the fact that you know you sat on your phone at work, you accepted my DM, messaged me back. Now we're here. I mean, the delays happen. Understand. Life happens. I'm always gonna be honored. Even if it's for like 30 minutes, 40, 50, an hour or two, I'm always happy with, anytime. Because I'm I I'm not gonna force you to talk more out of yourself. I'm just gonna say like you know, do you have anything you wanna tell people, like more about yourself? Because there is no specific question to kind of ask a different way. It's like, is there anything you kind of want to tell people that you kind of haven't been able to?
Okay, I really need to think about this because I am not used to talking to an audience. Um,
Yeah,
how would
which
I say
which
this?
which is why
Uh,
which is why I specifically try to, like, all my conversations are neutral. I don't go question question question. There are times where
yeah.
it sounds like a forced conversation, but we're all here about having a good time. This is all you. I speak too much. I should not be speaking this much. Actually, I should just be giving you all the mic. Why am I speaking, bro?
Okay, I do have one thing to mention, and I've seen this so many times, and it's actually hilarious.
Hmm.
So people talk about my voice and my scripts, and I read almost every single comments. Like on my YouTube studio, I get a notification from any comments that I get. The amount of times that people have said, "Is your voice AI? Are your scripts AI?" No, no, it's not.
There was a point where I was gonna ask that if your voice is AI, because it sounds realistic and it sounds too low or too robotic. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean now I
honestly, I
know.
don't.
Now that I
Well,
sat.
okay. What's it called? I can show you something. I don't know if you want to show this to the actual video, but the way I make my scripts look like a prompt because I write them all on Google, which I can send you a photo. This is a segment of my favorite video. I actually type like this. I don't know if you could see it.
Oh my! How? I would I would have been lost by the second word. What is this?
Yeah. And
Oh
that's like
my
only
god!
one segment of the entire script.
Oh my god! I would be lost as hell. I would have been like, "Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I?"
But yeah, this looks like a prompt, and I honestly don't blame them because when I'm typing this out, I try to think of it as a way on how I want to express it when I'm doing the audio for the video. Like if there's three dots, you could probably see in the middle next to the word credibility. I know I want to put suspense to it, but like it looks so fake, but it's real.
I mean, hey, listen. Fake it till you make it. You know,
Except it's the opposite though.
you make it till you fake it.
I don't know, man. That's what AI use. AI. What's that? I can't even speak. AI YouTubers do.
You know,
They fake it all until they,
make
make the
it.
most money.
You know, I'll be completely honest. I am going to be letting you go, but before that, I have a very important question for you.
What's up?
Question of the day. Give me a drum roll. You can't hear it. You're gonna hear it on OBS. Did you enjoy today's conversation?
Oh, 100%. It was a very genuine conversation. It's the
Thank you.
one thing I like. I don't like what's it called? I like
Short?
explaining myself more than actual scripted content.
Nah, you're the ninth person in a row. Yay! Are we gonna go 10 for 10 soon? Yay!
Let's go.
You know,
There is one more thing. Before we end the actual interview, I'm gonna do what I always do for all my videos and just
hold up,
end
hold
it
up,
off with a
hold up. You can't end it yet. We have one more question.
Oh no, I know we're not ending it yet, but in the actual interview,
No, 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 no,
I
no, no, no,
wanna.
no, no. The interview's not. It's not over
I know,
yet. It's not over.
I
The
know,
interview's not
I know.
over yet. I have one more question.
Okay. Okay, all right. You can continue.
Who is the next guest I should talk to?
Ooh. Okay, wait. I don't know if you already done it for this person. Let me
Ask
double
away.
check.
I'll say yay or nay.
Okay. Did you interview Math Genius?
August or September.
Oh,
Gonna happen.
okay. All right. That's like um do I even know anyone else? Oh, I know who you should interview. Maybe you've done it. I'm not sure.
Who?
Have you interviewed Max Dash?
No, I actually have not been able to get in contact with him.
100% talk to him.
Oh, I will. I
Like
want.
he reached out to me not too long ago, regarding my most recent video.
Was he telling you that you did something wrong or you did something good?
Well, that's the thing. I have to look back on it. I forgot at this point. Um, he was mentioning that the list that I used for the achievements video is completely false, but he knows that I did not make it and that it wasn't entirely my responsibility. I'm I literally just made the script. That's all I did.
Yep. You know, I will.
So I respect him for that.
I will now allow you to use your outro.
Okay. So speaking of outros, I always do this thing for all my videos where at the end of the video I say some really long and unnecessary word. And a lot of people don't know this, but I keep track of every single word I've said in the last segment of my video in a specific note sheet. And I'm gonna say one of them like I would for a video. If I can even find it, actually,
Oh, I'm
give me 1 second.
excited. Very excited.
Why? Oh, there it is. So, okay, I don't know how much this is, but I'll say one of the longest words that I've used before. All right.
Yo.
So I don't know for your interviews if you like you say some last comments, but I want I want to try to get the last word to make it the long word that I usually do,
Oh,
and
you
then the
will.
interview is over. Okay. You now have the floor. I'll just wait till I do my little thing.
So that that
You can
was
go.
so that was the floor.
Okay, then I'll just do it. Uh, thank you all for listening. My name is Wrongway98. Oh, actually, I need to ask you. How do you pronounce your name?
However you say it's, I will
Is
listen
it
to.
Takane?
You can say both ways. It's T Kane, T Kane, T Kane.
Okay, T. All right, I'll say T Kane,
But
or no, I'll say T Kane. Thank you all for watching this interview with our host, T Kane. I hope you all enjoyed. You knew like 5% of me a little bit because the rest is not that important. Uh, and thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe to Kane. And Ikio Solino Sosolino Serosio Illumino Scriptrio Vitriolic.